It has been close to a fortnight without any Mason Greenwood story coming in through, and it was like their plan to be really released out on the same time with the takeover of Manchester United that we're going to tackle in the last story of the day. But today it's all about Mason Greenwood return decision won't be rushed by Manchester United, and a series of tweets have been really given to us by a reporter coming in from Daily Mail known as Matt Hughes, and he's the chief sports reporter, meaning that he's getting his Mason Greenwood current situation from a credible source that he cannot reveal, but obviously he has been given a go-ahead to put out this story. Smash the like button, comment and share. United Matters channel is the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, today is really a very good day, and I know we've started late, but second story of the day and more yet to come. I was planning to do a match preview of United versus Newcastle, and I got to know that we are playing on Sunday, meaning that we are supposed to do it tomorrow. You know, we do a video and give it an allowance of 2 days before the game. So that's it. So as it stands, we are going to do that tomorrow, and in the next 3 hours, you're going to be back here to bring you the latest information coming from Manchester United as far as the team news is concerned, and so much more stories coming in from Manchester United, as tomorrow we prepare for Erik ten Hag's press conference that is going to be held at Carrington ahead of the Newcastle game. Now, this is Matt Hughes telling us that Mason Greenwood has been told he will not return to training at Manchester United until next season at the earliest, with the club's internal investigations into his unlikely to be completed before the summer. Now, this shows you that they don't want to let Greenwood in, because players have come out and really told the board that they don't want Greenwood to come in because he might distort their season. So what they want is they want to bring in Mason Greenwood, if at all they agree on bring him back in the preseason, such that they can go ahead and really withstand or really make a very good measurement into what are the positives and the negatives of Greenwood coming to Manchester United or making his return to Manchester United. Because right now, however much Greenwood wants to return, the club feels like it's not okay, and he has been away for close to a year and some months. I believe he has learned a lot, and as I told you in the previous story, that they believe Greenwood has gone ahead to learn a lot from the situation, and is really a grown-up person. He's becoming a father. His girlfriend is pregnant. I've seen TikTok videos of Mason Greenwood and the girlfriend trying to even do certain things in their face. So he's trying to really put his public image back, and I think they are really on the right track. And I think this thing is masterminded by the lawyers of Mason Greenwood and obviously Manchester United, but they are telling him he's returning in the preseason. And I told you this that he cannot return now. The only way he's going to return is when the season is done, because it's another hurdle of him to get integrated to the team, as Erik ten Hag has already put his team in order. Now, again, Greenwood is understood to have held extensive talks with Manchester United officials in recent weeks, in which he has emphasized his desire to return as soon as possible and stressed his commitment to returning or to remaining at Old Trafford. Now, Greenwood wants to remain a United player. That's it. And he wants to be here. So this really tarnishes away all the rumors, all the stories that were put out by Sun Sport or Sun Football, that Greenwood is not happy, according to how the club really never kept in defense with him when he was undergoing those charges that were recently really taken off him. But to me, I told people that that's a lie. The best way to stand for a player like Mason Greenwood is to keep him on the website of Manchester United, because the moment you take him off, even the court will say, all right, another evidence is coming in from your own club that they've taken you off the website of the club and you are just there, not there. You get? If they stopped paying him, it wouldn't have made sense on Greenwood's side, but he has been receiving his £75,000 a week from Manchester United for close to a year plus, and he's not really being treated as a very bad player. And I think that goes well to Mason Greenwood, and I think that's why he's telling them, I want to come back to Manchester United, because there are very many factors. You know, he has not been improved as a player ever since he started to play for Manchester United. But in the era of Erik ten Hag, he just sees himself as a player who can find himself in a very well improved position, because look at the likes of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Scott McTominay, Diego Dalot, Marcus Rashford, they're exploding. And when you look at all the forwards we are having at Manchester United, no one has a talent that Mason Greenwood has. So if at all he returns, he anticipates a very fruitful return of his season at Manchester United after spending close to 1.5 years without playing for the club. Again, they threw us another tweet that Manchester United are understood to be split onto the issue of Mason Greenwood, with staff in the football department arguing he should be given a second chance. But commercial executives more worry amid his concerns over the potential damage of their reputation. That is it. So I think the only hindrance that is going to put Mason Greenwood's return to a very long hold is between the officials of Manchester United. The footballing department is telling them, let's bring the ball back. Now, the commercial department is saying that we might lose certain sponsors, but if a sponsor pulls out, according to me, that will be really naive of the sponsor. Do you know why? United has always come in through and suspended Mason Greenwood when he was charged. They never kept him on the club, they just suspended him. When he was pleaded innocent, the club has every right to bring him back. Now, if you are a brand that is associated with Manchester United, do you really believe that the court really did something wrong? The public court, you're considering the public court over the legal court that is really so much well and respected. So to me, I believe that's something cheap to talk about. However much people are really looking through it a lot, but to me it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You know, the person that issued all that is now the girlfriend of Mason Greenwood, and they're going to have a baby together. So how do you quantify that? How do you quantify that? I don't see that as any reason that can really stop Greenwood to come. I think they just feel like they are a party that needs more and more and more and more and more and more and more from Mason Greenwood, because I think if at all you work in the commercial department of United, have you thought even of how much Greenwood is going to be and how much money is going to save the club of Manchester United? Because if you have Mason Greenwood next season, even if you don't sign a centre forward, him and Anton Martial can lead that line and Weghorst, and they can get us goals. Mason Greenwood is really a typical number 9. You get natural goal scorer. Though under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's played so much onto the right wing, but he's a centre forward, and I would love to see him as a centre forward at Manchester United. He's really a prolific striker, and I think all those companies that are going to come in through and really leave are not going to give United 130 or 100 million pounds. That's it. But if you go for Harry Kane, you're supposed to pay 100 million pounds. If you go for Victor Osimhen, you're going to pay 130 million pounds. So if you bring Mason Greenwood, you are not going to pay him a single penny. You get? And you would have saved that amount of money that you would have spent to do some other businesses at Manchester United. To me, I believe even the commercial department is looking through that, because Greenwood is a beast when it comes to scoring goals. And if Erik ten Hag gets hold onto him and hands him over to Ben McCarthy, guys, have you even thought of how much it's going to be between United and the centre forwards we'll be having? Because Greenwood is a pure and natural talent. But let's wait and see what decision is going to be made by the club of Manchester United. But to me, I believe United, having not gone ahead to allow him to go away and play on loan for these remaining months until the season comes to an end, is an indicator that they want to see the player, and they just feel like to get him back, he needs to be rehabilitated, and there is a process that they've drawn for him to go through to get back to where they want him to be. Then again, Matt Hughes has told us that Mason Greenwood has continued to receive his £70,000 a week wages since being suspended, and the remaining value of his contract is understood to be £8.1 million, which United might have to pay off if they choose to dismiss him at the end of the season. So, to me, I believe if they are to dismiss him, they would have done it. I don't rule it out 100% that won't be dismissed, but I believe the plan of dismissing him was there. They would have gone ahead to let him go away and play on loan. Then, because when they let him go to play on loan, that means they are going to pay half of the salary that he's earning right now, meaning that they will be saving £35,000 a week, and the team he is playing from will be paying 35k or 35 grand a week. So to me, I see it as something that it has been done to really see how they get him back to the team. At 60%, I believe Greenwood is going to be back. Maybe the 40%, they might not really bring him back, but I believe they might find themselves in a situation of really getting him back at the club of Manchester United again. You know, it might be even unknown. It might be, if this story might only be about Mason Greenwood, because we're having several tweets. United are adamant that they will not be rushed into making a decision in relation to Mason Greenwood and are continuing to conduct due diligence into the circumstances surrounding his arrest and his off-field conduct. To me, I believe there is no conclusive report that Man United is going to give concerning Mason Greenwood as far as terminating his contract is concerned. To me, I think they're just buying time to see to it that they get the season done and they throw him in and see what's going to happen. You get? Because if they're supposed to go ahead and really do that, they would have gone ahead to do it immediately. But this time around, I think he is into a very secure sphere or shell of his, and he is really great. And Erik ten Hag, who talked to him like on phone some other time, has gone ahead and really told us the following. Not Erik ten Hag. Matt Hughes has told us that Erik ten Hag has scrupulously avoided discussing Greenwood's future, insisting it is an issue for the club's hierarchy, although has spoken to Greenwood since charges were dropped last month. So, to me, that sends a message to my memory or my mind that Greenwood is wanted by Erik ten Hag, and has gone ahead to tell the what? He has gone ahead to tell the board that, please, I would love to have that player at Manchester United if at all you make a decision of keeping him. I love the player. I would love him to be part of my squad, but I have no authority of deciding on whether he gets back to Manchester United or not. That's like Erik ten Hag telling them, I want the player. I want the player. So for Manchester United and everything that is really happening around Greenwood, I think it's in their hands to make a right decision that will favor both the club and Manchester United. Now today, after the international break, the players have returned today and really had some good training at Carrington. And guess what? Bruno Fernandes has been named the player for the month of March for Manchester United. And we've been told Bruno Fernandes have been crowned Manchester United's player of the month for March 2023 by you, our fans. The 28-year-old scored 3 goals and registered 1 assist for the Reds last month as we progressed in both the FA Cup and the UEFA Europa League. That is Bruno Fernandes. I think he was on fire. Rashford was a little bit shite, but I think Bruno deserves it because it has been long since he last won it. That's it. It has been long, according to me, since he last won it. And if I tell you Bruno Fernandes, this is the best time for you to erupt. And for Manchester United, he has gone ahead to pick up his form that he was with some 2 seasons back in the right position or in the right moment, because we needed some extra goals from the midfield, and Bruno has gone ahead to give us that outlet of goals. And I think it's so much important to see Bruno getting back to his levels, because remember, every season he averaged double assists and double figure assist and double figure goals. So I think you wouldn't like to miss such a player. And we look at Manchester United, this is the list of the players that really won it. And ever since this season started, he had not won it, because in August it was Lisandro Martinez, September Christian Eriksen, October it was Casemiro, November Alejandro Garnacho, December it was Marcus Rashford, January it was Marcus Rashford, February it was Marcus Rashford, meaning that for the previous 3 months it has been Marcus Rashford lifting it. Then for March it was Bruno Fernandes Borges coming in from Portugal. What a way to really start off April with such a huge boost coming in from the fans of United, having voted him as the player for the month of match. So guys, your thoughts on to Greenwood return decision won't be rushed by Manchester United are welcome in the comment section below. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, my lovely mates, and may the Almighty God bless you abundantly, my Muslim friends. Ramadan Kareem.